Kevin and Mary and Marty and Serene on Christmas in '86. It consists of a lot of moving pictures made when I was in show business and other pictures that you'll be very much surprised at. These were some acts, and I don't recall what their names were. These pictures, as you can see, are very old. They're over 50 years old. Now we go to the Folly Theater in Brooklyn. It was on the way up along the Hudson. There's Beatrice and a friend of hers. The State Lake Theater in Chicago, Illinois. We played the State Lake many times. This is my brother with his hands in his pocket. This is the first communion. This is at the fairgrounds in Trenton, New Jersey. We were working the fair there, and this was on a Saturday where they had a road race. This is a line of girls that were on our show. They're doing a cowboy number, as you see, or a cowgirl. This car turned over into a fence. This is the wreckage. They're trying to get the driver out of the car. There he is. I believe he lived, but I'm not too sure. It was a terrible accident. This was a wrestling bout, and for the life of me, I don't know where it was. This was taken in Toronto, Canada. There's my brother in the background, the Bobbies. This is one of the girls in the show. We worked the fairgrounds there. It's a tremendous place. This is one of the famous steers. This is a fairgrounds at Glen Falls, New York, which was flooded. We were supposed to work there all week, and we couldn't because of the flood. We had to go in and take our trunks out of the dressing room and water up to our waist. It was one of the girls. This is one of the high acts on one of the fairs. This man was a real daredevil. This is Kay Sylvester, a woman's golfer. She was a champion of New York State, and there she is on stage with her brother singing at one of the fairs. This was a very famous acrobatic act. I don't recall their names, but they were excellent. There's Beatrice with my dog Shandy. He was a wire-hair fox terrier. This was a roller skating act that we worked with. All girls. Very fine act. You don't see acts like this anymore. This was all done on roller skates. This was when we were in England. This is the Palladium Theater in London, where we were 2 weeks. This is my brother coming out of the stage entrance. There was an MG car that we rode in quite often with a friend of ours. This is a racetrack near London, horse race. And the horses race on grass, and the last quarter mile of the race is uphill. Very tiring race. Needless to say, I didn't win. This is a bookmaker at the track. This was taken on a train going from one town to another in England. This is the British or the English countryside. I believe it's coming into Manchester or Birmingham. There's my brother with his face out the window of a moving car. Beautiful countryside. Of course, these pictures were taken 50 years ago. This was before World War II. This is my brother, and a friend of ours, Ida and Beatrice. This is up in Scotland at the Trossach Hotel in the Trossach Mountains in northern Scotland. We were going up to Loch Catherine and Loch